Only 11% of Ireland is covered with trees, compared to an EU average of 38%, which is ironic, as Irish forestry growth significantly outperforms all other European countries. We can't even meet our own domestic demand for timber, and this demand will continue to outstrip supply for the next century.
We're here on my parents' farm in County Wexford. In 2009, my parents made the decision to plant 20 acres of forestry on their farm. I'm a forester with Veon for 10 years. The advice I gave them at the time was to make the forest as commercial as possible so the forest would have an income throughout its lifespan.
When we planted, the Department of Agriculture gave a 100% grant to cover all the costs to establish the forest. This system is still the same. The landowner can receive up to €257 per acre per year, income tax free for 15 years. We draw down the forest premium every year, and the land is still 100% eligible for the basic payment scheme also.
We originally only had two enterprises on the farm, cattle and sheep. Forestry give us a guaranteed return every year if the other farm enterprises don't perform. There are not many things in farming where you can need no capital investment. It takes up very little time and still gives a profit of €257 per acre per year, tax-free.
My father would have spent a lot of time taking scrub and trees off this land to commercially farm it. So for him to turn around and make the decision to put it back into forestry, it was a big decision. But he looks at this crop no differently as he would the rest of his farm. If commercially managed and managed correctly, it will produce a very nice crop of trees in the future.
Forestry is also great for the environment, as it is far less demanding on the land than intensive farming. There are fewer fertilisers required, no slurry runoff, less land erosion by rivers. Forests can also be used for recreation, amenity, support native wildlife and biodiversity. Forestry helps mitigate the effects of climate change, as trees sequester and store carbon from the atmosphere. Well-planned forests help delay water runoff and can therefore mitigate and reduce flood risk. The forest industry also contributes to rural communities and society through job creation and a higher level of rural economic activity. The Irish forest industry directly and indirectly employs 12,000 people. With the changing climate conditions Ireland is experiencing, farming in Ireland is becoming increasingly hard to make commercial sense. More often than not, landowners are part-time farmers with a full-time job. Farm forestry provides an ideal solution to free up time, and well-planned forestry income can be used to coincide with pension planning. Veon is an Irish company and manages over 40,000 acres of forestry in Ireland with offices nationwide. All our foresters are technical members of the Society of Irish Foresters and are on the Register of Professional Foresters.